Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Lake Fackersee in southern Austria for day number 4 of the Lake Rocks Festival 2023. We had the long distance yesterday. We're going to have the sprints today. So buckle up because we've got 3 hours of non-stop intense sprint racing coming up on your screens. We are live on the SUP Alps Trophy YouTube channel. There is no Facebook Live. So if you know someone who's looking for the live stream, just let them know that we are on YouTube. YouTube players which are embedded on the totalsup.com website. Well, we are on day 4, as I've just said. This Lake Rocks Festival started on Thursday. It's a 4-day event. Celebrating stand-up paddle racing in all its forms. We had the inflatable sprints on a demo day on Thursday with a big crowd of participants and also a big crowd of the public. The local public was there in a big attendance in the town of Villach, which is a nearby town about 20 minutes away from where we are here, Lake Fackersee. And we are not far away from the Slovenian border. We're not far either from Italy. And this event is an international event, bringing more than 20 nations to the stop number 1 of the SUP Alps Trophy. Pretty popular stand-up paddle race circuit in Germany, Austria. It's going to have its very, very first event in September in Slovenia, in the town of Koper. That will be the Adria Sub Challenge on the first weekend of September. So it's for the first time the SUP Alps Trophy becomes super international. It also has this year the ICF label, meaning that it is a qualifier for the International Canoe Federation SUP World Championships, which are taking place in November in the city of Pattaya in Thailand. So there's quite a bit at stake today, and we're going to go through today more than 30 races, sprint races, over a course of about 450 meters, 4 buoys on the water that the paddlers are going to have to go around, and we're going to go through every single age categories. Today we're going to start with the under 16 male, then the under 16 women. We will go through the under 12 kids race, then the plus 50, and then we will move on to the open men and women. Let's have a quick word about yesterday's long distance race. We had a pretty exciting race yesterday. You can watch the replay on YouTube, on the SUP Alps Trophy YouTube channel, of course, or on totalsup.com. And that race was won yesterday by 2 big champions that we expected as favorites, although there was a pretty stacked field yesterday on the water as well as today. Bruno Sulio came on top in the men's, and Cecilia Pampinella from Italy won the women's race with lots of battles on the water. In the men's side, Bruno Sulio took off early, breaking away from a group of 5 guys, which became a group of 7 guys, with Donato Frentz and Norman Weber managing to catch up that chasing group. And Donato Frentz was in second place, pushing in the last kilometer harder than anybody else to secure his second position. In third, we had Blue Ewer from England, great result as well from the UK champ. And in fourth, we had Ludovic Tolad. All the results are on the Total Sub Facebook page, podiums, results, and so on. In the women's, Anna Tchirky had a great start. She wanted to make sure that the race was on a good rhythm, so she imposed her own. And at the end of the second lap, the riders had to do three laps around Lake Fackersee. And at the end of the second lap, Cecilia Pampinella made her move and never let, which has doubled in size since last year. With now 20 nations, it basically double, more than half than what we had last year here. and it's actually great to see so many paddlers, so many young talents as well, and so many countries being represented here. We even have Cuba and Thailand on the stretch of water today. We are going to. I'm going to sit down to the booth. We're probably going to fly the drone very soon. But stick around. We're going to start the competition in a few minutes with the under 16 men, and it's already a final. And the top 6 of those young men will move on to the open competition with the adults right after this final. See you in a bit. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fakersee in Austria for day 4 of the Lake Rocks Festival 2023, stop number 1 of the SUP Alps Trophy, and labeled this year an ICF SUP World Ranking event. We have 3 hours of sprint racing today ahead of us, and we are starting with the under 16 men. We have 11 participants in this race. fighting for the junior title today. And 6 of them, the top 6, will be able to compete to qualify for the Open Men's competition, which is starting later on. So quite a bit at stake for these young lads. We've got Ben Leon Knorr, Sebastian Loos, Selwyn Pritchard from the Netherlands, Boas Mistelbauer Obenberger, Mate Slebovics, Alexander Reich, Benjam Bossak from Netherlands as well, Max Indulak, Maximum Sirier, also from the Netherlands, Adrian Rummel, Marlon Daskiran. I heard that number 40 is a serious candidate for the podium. And in position 39, we have, bib number 39, Mai Abbas, Joe Akhtar. These are Czech, Dutch, Hungarian names. I apologize if I'm butchering those names. We're about to start. We've got the drawn up. And off we go. And Marlon Daskiran on the starboard has got the great start, as well as Benjam Bossak on the 45 Pro. Maximum Sirier is on the BR1 board. That's Bruno Sulio's new board company. That first turn, which is a pretty tough turn there, and we have indeed Marlon Daskiran in the lead right now, followed by 14-year-old Benjam Bossak from the Netherlands. Maximum Sirier is in there, and we've got a rider on an infinity board. I'm not sure who that is. Let's try and figure out by looking at his bib number if we can. Beautiful turn there by Marlon Daskiran, bib number 40, Maximum Sirier, who won the in the juniors yesterday in the under 16, the long distance, placing a 21st overall. That's quite an achievement for a 14-year-old young man. Is in second place right now, trying to catch the draft of Marlon Daskiran, who's reaching buoy number 2 on the starboard. Trying to get the inside. Ooh, quite an aggressive move there by Maximum Sirier, but no foul play. Still Marlon in the lead in that junior men's final. Maximum Sirier on the green board. Hollow board is in second. Benjam Bossak in third. And who's in fourth? As soon as we can figure out who that guy wearing that orange shirt is, I'll let you know. But the top 3 so far are Marlon Daskiran, Maximum Sirier from the Netherlands, Benjam Bossak from the Netherlands. I'm not entirely sure where Marlon Daskiran is. I suspect is from Hungary, but I'm not definite about this. And here he comes with a 5-meter lead over Maximus Sirier on the starboard. Marlon Daskiran on the All-Star with a 10-meter lead over Max. Winner of the junior race, the men's junior race, Maximus Sirier in second. Benjam Bossak in third, and number 39, that's May Abbas Jokada. May Abbas Jokada. Then in fifth, we have from Germany / Thailand. We have, I can't see his bib number. There's a big sprint finish there between Selwyn Pritchard and Ben Leon Knorr. And we still have 2 young guys on the water. Number 23, that's Sebastian Loos. Sebastian Loos has just crossed the line. Here we have Alexander Reich. And number 27, that's Mate Slebovics. The last athlete to cross the line. Tried to make a move on by sprinting and passing his foot across the line at the very last second in front of his opponent. And that was already a final. There you go. The first of more than 30 races today. The top 6 guys are moving on actually to the open men competition. So that was as well as being a junior men's final, it was also a bit of a warm-up for these young men. And the under 16 women are putting their boards across the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Let me get the my athletes list. Actually, it's 7 of them. 7 of them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, where's the 7th? I've got 7 names, but only 6 girls are on the start line right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 1 name is missing. We've got Daniela Hikova from the Czech Republic, I believe. Lena Novak. I suspect she's from Poland, given her last name. Laila Daskira, and that's I recognize the same last name as the young man Marlon, who just won the junior men's final. We've got Emilia Dasiuska, Natalia Ramba, Martina Drobny, and Vivienne Franke. Who won in the women's the demo sprint days on day 1, Vivienne Franke. But that was before a larger crowd of international athletes showed up on Friday evening. Great start by, I can't see a bib number. That's a shame. On the starboard. So, guys, apart from Vivian Franke, I don't know who these guys are, who these girls are. So I'm going to talk about their boards, I believe. So we've got 2 starboards at the front. One. Oh, good Lord. We had a bit of a shocking move there by the girl who was second. She couldn't control her board, and she barred the path of 3 other girls, allowing the girl who was last to get the second place. So the fastest starter was pretty secure there in the lead, but it was a bit of a chaos happening in the back with that crazy move there by the girl who was in second. So it's 2 starboards at the front right now in this under 16 women's final. And all these women are actually under 16. They're not. None of them are 16 years old. Because as a rule, everyone who's turning 16 in 2023 is actually moving to the open women category. Therefore, all these girls are actually 15 and under, 15 years old and under. With a commanding lead there by. I believe she's from Poland, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I remember seeing this girl at the front with Team Poland yesterday. Quite a fun team to be around, doing a lot of noise and a lot of cheering for their athletes, as well as their Hungarian team. Lots of Hungarians as well. Hungary being not too far away from here, so. A clear lead there by about 50 meters. And then the race is back on at the back with the 3 or 4 girls who've managed to catch up with the second woman. clearly there for, I'm going to see her bib number in a few seconds. Hopefully. That's number 33, Martina Drobny. So Martina Drobny, I'm not sure where she's from actually. I believe she's from Poland, but that's just a guess at this stage. I don't have a list with the countries attached to the athletes' names. But clearly a commanding win there. And in the back, in second place, we've got Emilia Dasiuska, and a sprint finish for third place between Lena Novak and I don't know who the other girl is, but in fifth, we've got Laila Daskiran. And here comes Natalia Ramba from Poland to arrive last in this under 16 women's final. So there you go. We've got the drones working, we've got the beach cameras working, and we have a pretty clear understanding of the course. So we're all set. 2 rounds of junior under 16 finals, and the top 3 in this final, in this junior final, are actually moving to the open women's competition. And we'll have a chance to take part in what's coming up with, I believe, 3 rounds of competition for the open women with the heats, then the semi-final, and then the final. Coming up, we've got the under 12 kids. Where are they? 12. There you go. So, under 12, we've got Tie van Bakkel, or Ty van Bakkel, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And that's the kid on the Fanatic inflatable board. We've got Val Milat. That's number 6. Elias, how do you say this? Grisenbuck. I've got a German, Austrian, German-speaking Austrian next to me. Elias Grisenbuck. Mikolai Miksek, Konstantin Korf, Milo van Bakkel from the Netherlands. That's the older brother. We've got Rafael Ixal, Gabriel Rummel, yes, that's a German name, and Maya Bauerek in number 14. I guess that's the girl. So we've got, in that category, we've got the boys and 1 girl mixed together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 participants. Actually, 2 girls. We have 2 girls. So watch out for the Van Bakel brothers. They're pretty fast, even for under 12 kids. The guy with the green hat as well, the U1 being a Polish inflatable stand-up paddle brand. And what's his number? So the race director, Rudy Van Haven, is asking those 9 athletes to step back a little because they're crossing the line. Riders ready, go. And a great start by Milo van Bakkel over there on the NSP. On wearing red t-shirt in front. A bit of a collusion there between the second and the third. I can see young Van Pickel, 7-year-old, placing 4th right now on the inflatable Fanatic board. That's a young blood model. We talked about it on totalsup.com a few months ago. One of the very few inflatable boards over there in 4th that are actually made for young SUP racers. 12.6 by 22, I believe. Ooh, Milo takes a dive, and someone is definitely making the most of that. Taking the lead now. The guy who was 2nd previously. Milo climbs up back on his NSP board and is in the chase with another guy behind him. Now the right-hand turn buoy. And it's a straight line to the finish. All right, what's a little bit difficult to... it's not a straight line to the finish. It's going to the next buoy. Getting confused with those beautiful drone shots. There you go. Left-hand turn. Here comes the NSP and Milo van Bakel on it. Okay, wearing the green hat. What's his bib number? Under 12, kids final, number 8. That's Mikolaj Mikšek at the front. But look at that big comeback from Milo van Bakel, who was leading until he took a dive, unfortunately. And here comes number 14. That's Maya. So first lady to cross the line, and in 3rd place overall in this under 12 kids final. As for the top 3, here comes 7-year-old T. van Bakel and number 6 Val Milat on 2 inflatable boards, actually, one Fanatic and one starboard. Another sprint between Rafael Ixal and the other lady, the other young girl, and I think that's over. I think that's it. All right, so 3 kids race to start the day. The under 16 men and women and the under 12 kids, mixing boys and girls. And we are going to start with the 50 plus men very soon. So if you're just tuning in right now, welcome to day 4 of the Lake Rocks Festival 2023 in Fakersee, Lake Fakersee, near the town of Villach in the south of Austria. We're about 20 kilometers away from the Slovenian border, something like that. So quite very much at the south of Austria, and the Italian border is about 60, 80 kilometers away. and then we do actually have a lot of Italians in this competition. We are on the sprint day today with 30 sprint races lined up for about 3 hours between 12 o'clock and we're probably going to finish at around 3:10 with the men and women final. We just had 3 races, the under 16 men and women and the under 12 kids. We are moving up to the under 50, no, plus 50, sorry, plus 50 men with 2 hits. And the qualification rules are that the top 6 go straight to the final. The last 6 go to the B final. And obviously the same thing for the next round. So this is a semi-final right away. I assume that's Vorlauf means semi-final. How do you say it? Vorlauf. Oh la la. Vorlauf. So semi-final for the plus 50. We've got okay. I'm starting to recognize a few guys. That's good. We've got Holger Hassenflug from Austria. We've got Giorgio Maggi from Italy. Maggi. I just need to find the right sheet. Giorgio Maggi, who's a former bodybuilder actually. There you go. The 234. That's Giorgio Maggi. We've got Paolo Nardini on the Atlantis model by SIC. On the right-hand side of your screen, that's Paolo Nardini, who is the companion of Sara Odera, who's also a strong SUP racer from Italy. Holger Hassenflug has got the Sonova board. We also have someone who should do well in this race, Gabor Szabo, on the starboard in the middle. Great start by Holger Hassenflug, the Austrian / South African surfer, converted to SUP racing in the lead right now. Where is our drone shot? Here it is. Great start by Holger, who's got a 10-meter lead over Gabor Szabo. And on the SIC board, the red and white one. You know who that is in third? So Holger on the Sonova. Ooh, he had a great start, but he's already being caught up by Gabor Szabo, who had a very good result yesterday. There was another Szabo on the just two places in front of him, and I believe that's his son, Zeno, who's only 16. Great turn there by Holger. Holger is a former surfer representing Austria. He is also a pretty strong prone paddler, and now his favorite sport, I guess, is SUP racing. He hangs out with Christian Taher and the other Graz SUP racers, and he's on the Sonova right now. Sonova being introduced to the country of Austria by Christian Taher, who moved from Fanatic, who put their SUP race program on pause and embraced the Thai brand Sonova, Thai / Australian / German brand Sonova. Their headquarters are in the south of Thailand. And look at Holger, still in the lead on that Sonova board with Gabor Zabo, number 193 on the starboard, trying to push hard right now and try to come back to the same heights. But I don't think that's going to be enough because the finish line is getting very, very close. Only 10 meters to go, maybe 20 meters to go for Holger Hassenflug on that son of a board. And Gabor Zabo in second. We've got Lefteris Maroulakis from Greece in third. We have Giorgio Maggi from Italy in fourth. Here comes that's Lefteris and then Giorgio Maggi. Here comes with a bit of a gap Paolo Nardini from Italy in fifth place. So all these guys go to the final, and here's Paolo on the Atlantis model by SIC, and number 227 Christoph Straub is the last one to qualify for the final in this semi-final in the 50 plus men's category. And here comes Massimo Tomasino, who goes to the B final. He arrives in 7th place. Do we have more people on the water? I had more people on the list than actual starters. So okay, we just had the first semi-final in the plus 50 men's category, and we're moving on to the second semi-final with the superstar of the event, Gerd Weissner, SUP racer, Lightboard Corp CEO, SUP Alps Trophy super boss. He's got obviously one of his boards, Lightboard Corp being known for their hollow constructions. He's on that tall guy wearing white, bib number 223. Next to him, number 196, I think that's Michael Kiko. We have Alexander Fritz. We have Daniele Cani. We've got Alexander Gebler. I know this guy has got a wooden board, Works board. We've got Andrei Siversky, Valerio Mercuriali, Reinhold Weib, and off they are. So great start by the son of the board. Gerd Weissner is a bit of a trouble there in 4th place. Alex Gabler on the right hand side. Great start by the Sonova. In this competition, in this heat, we also have Attila Romani, Michael Marquez, and Arne Dunziger. So we've got Sonova in the lead, followed by an Oxbow board, actually. Oxbow being a brand which was until 2 years ago built by SIC. So basically, these are SIC boards which are branded with the surf, famous French surf brand design. Don't know who the front guys are. Daniele Cani, who's just about to reach the finish line on the Sonova. And in third, I think it's Gerd Weissner. So I don't know who the guy on the Oxbow is, but in third, it looks like it's Gerd Weissner. Alexander Gebler coming in fourth. Reinhold Weiss behind Alexander Gabler. This is Alexander Gabler on the wooden board. And on the Mistral board, that's Reinhold Weiss. And the SICRS on the water right now. We've got Andy, our photographer, our official photographer. On the water. So we're moving on to the open women. I will recognize some familiar faces here. A lot more than the previous heats. We've got a first stacked heat with the winner of yesterday's race, the Italian junior phenomenon Cecilia Pampinella. In black in the middle on the starboard, that's Chilag Coxis. We've got Recta Slekta. Where is she? I don't see Recta yet on the water. Oh yeah, Recta is wearing the SIC t-shirt in second position there, starting from the left, next to Cecilia Pampinella. We've got Maja Dolsan from Slovenia. Romina on the right-hand side, wearing gray. Romina Mariotto with a green board. Tamara Sparocic, I don't know this one. And Helga Gonda, I don't know this one either. But we do have two inflatable boards. I believe these are the two girls, Tamara Sparocic, Helga Gonda, that I've just called. But watch out for Cecilia Pampinella, who's definitely one of the favorite, if not the favorite for this race. Great start by Cecilia Pampinella on the Mistral board. There you go. There's a bit of delay between what I see on the water and what you see on your screen. So I'll make sure I stick to what you guys see. Look at Cecilia Pampinella taking the lead in front of Chilak Coxis in second position. In third place on the SIC, that's Recta Selecta. But look at Maja Dolcan from Slovenia making a move on the Hungarian girl. Romina Mariotto from Italy is in fifth place, but another Italian is in the lead, and that's Cecilia Pampinella. Still a junior, 2 more years to go in the junior division for Cecilia Pampinella. Beautiful turn there. And Cecilia is going to try and extend her lead right now. 5 meters, 10 meters almost, with Chilak Coxis from Hungary trying to stick with the Italian champ. And there's a battle for third place taking place just behind her, and that's Recta Selecta versus Maja Dolcan from Slovenia. So Slovenia versus Hungary in the back, starboard versus SIC, and Romina Mariotto on the one-step board. Ooh, trying to go take the inside there, and maybe placing third, fourth. But it looks like Maja Dolcan is retaliating, as well as Recta Selecta. But at the front, Cecilia Pampinella on the Mistral board. Actually, is that a Mistral board? Looks to me like an SP board pimped as a Mistral. Anyway, Cecilia in the lead. Second, Chilak Coxis, a girl I discovered yesterday in the long distance. She finished, I believe, 6th, and she's a former swimming champion who's now taking SUP racing pretty seriously, and she's only 16. But at the front, Cecilia Pampinella is doing the job, what she came for, after winning the long distance yesterday. She quite easily wins the first heat in this sprint competition today. Second, Chilak Coxis from Hungary, and the battle for third is being won by Recta Selecta with the SIC t-shirt. Recta Selecta in third. We've got Maja Dolcan from Slovenia in fourth, and Romina Mariotto, who arrived in fifth place. Congratulations, girl. We still have some female athletes on the water, 2 of them. And here is Andy, the official photographer of the competition. You can find all these photographs on the Facebook page Paddlestat. And the 2 last competitors are Tamara Sparoksic and Helga Gonda. Actually, the other way around, it's Helga Gonda. And then the last competitor across the line in a few seconds is Tamara Sparocic. So let's talk about the qualification process here. In the open women's, we've got the top 3 of this first heat moving on straight to the final, and 4 to 7 moving to the B final. So we're only going to have 2 races in the open women's. So all through Cecilia Pampinella, Chilak Coxis, and Recta Selecta. And heat number 2 is coming up with some other big names. We've got Anna Czeki, the Swiss champion, on the Fanatic board that she had yesterday to take to take away the second place in the long distance. Wearing green in the middle of your screen. That's Anna Tschirki from Switzerland. We've got Skadi Langben wearing bib number 61 on the Sonova board. We've got Josefina Karst on the SIC white and red board. We've got five girls, but I have 7 names on my list. So we've got Anna Hikova from on the starboard. That's Anna Hikova, who placed 8th yesterday. So that's also a newcomer on the international SUP racing scene. But watch out for Anna Tschirki. Great start by Anna. Let's hopefully move to the drone shot. Where's the drone shot? Let's move to the drone shot because we don't see anything right now. But Anna Tschirki is that's it. Anna Tschirki in the lead. On the Sonova, we've got Skadi Langbein. Reaching the first buoy is Anna Tschirki. Skadi Langbein from Germany. Behind them, we've got on the starboard, that's Anna Hikova from the Czech Republic. And then the SIC board, that's Josefina Kras from Germany. And Josefina, who told me before the event, this is my event. Well, she's currently sitting in 4th, so she's going to have to make a move on Skadi Langben, another German, and on Anna Hikova from the Czech Republic. But at the front, as you would expect, Anna Tschirki from Switzerland on the Fanatic board. Ooh, Skadi Langben going wide there, being unable to turn that Sonova board. And I think the young Josefina Kras is going to make the most of that. She is in third, virtually in third position right now. She's managed to go in front of Anna Hikova from the Czech Republic. Here comes the third buoy for Anna Tschirki. Skadi Langbein on the Sonova. We've got a fight for third place between, on the starboard, Anna Hikova and Josefina Kras. Hasn't managed to keep that third place. And at the front, for the last buoy, Anna Tschirki turning towards the finish line for about 150 meters of a straight line to Panorama Beach. That's what they call it. That small beach on the other side of the lake. We're actually opposite of where we were yesterday at the start of the long distance. Look at Anna Tschirki, who's having a great ride so far this year. Big smile on her face. Pretty relaxed last strokes. And at the back, Skadi Langbein looking good on that Sonova. I don't know what happened at that buoy, though. Anna Hikova from the Czech Republic in third. And the race is not over for these two girls. And in fourth at the back on the SIC board, that's Josefina Krast from Germany. In fifth place, we've got an Infinity Whiplash. And that's Ella Sifrad Justin finishing last. There you go. So we had only 5 girls out of 7 names on my list, and we're moving on to hit number 3 of the women's with another international racer who should do well today. That's Suzac Molinero, who finished 3rd yesterday in the long distance. Suzac Molinero from originally from Catalonia in Spain, who now lives in Italy, who's been living in Italy for a few years now, with her companion, Paolo Marconi, and Suzac, who took a couple of years out of the stand-up paddle competition, international stand-up paddle competition scene, because she had a baby, beautiful baby, Killian, who's here actually on the beach. Next to her, we've got Tanya Ecker wearing green on the 404 board. Tanya Ecker, who's actually taking on the European distribution of the California brand. We're talking about Danny Ching's brand. Danny Ching, who's just won actually the Molokai Tuau on a VAR board, or OC1. We've got Katarzyna Zarembik. I think she's from Poland. I think on the starboard. We've got Ester Ractotski from Hungary. I'm sorry if there's too many SZ and T's in there. Ractotski, Ester Ractotski, whom I know from the 2021 ICF World Championships. She picked up the silver medal in the plus 40 category in Hungary at the ICF World Championship in the sprints. So she is also a serious candidate for the podium today. We've got Monica Major. I'm not sure how you pronounce this. We've got Sarah Arnold, a newcomer on the SUP scene from Germany, number 96. I actually don't see her on the start line. I see her on my paper, but not on the start line. And then we've got Martina Drobny. So I'm not sure who's who entirely. We've got the junior Martina Drobny. That's a junior qualified earlier on, winning the juniors final. And I think we've got another junior 20. Yeah, I'm not sure that NSP girl is just arrived. She's not on my list. But watch out for Tanya Ecker, Susak Molinero. Look how the stance of Susak Molinero. Well, she has to go back now, but she was a bit too keen there, ready to spring into action on the whiteboard on the right-hand side of your screen. In the middle, we've got Tanya Ecker with a green shirt. Great start by Susak, but Tanya Ecker goes next to her. Let's move to the drone shot, if we can. There you go. With a bit of a delay, we've got number 28, Lena Novak. That's the junior girl on the NSP who joined at the last second. But look at that start. Susak Molinero on the white board next to her. Tanya Ecker. We've got Lena Novak on the NSP, and a battle between two starboards and that NSP board, with, I believe, Martina Drobny in third right now. Ooh, losing her balance for a second here. And it's the NSP again. So two junior girls are actually in fighting for third place right now, with Susak Molinero from Catalonia in the lead. Tanya Ecker, who had a great race yesterday as well. She was very happy with her fourth place. Tanya Ecker, the 8-time German champion, in second place right now. Great turn there by Tanya Ecker. Ooh, Martina Drobny, the junior girl, in third, going a little bit wide, and a few girls are trying to take advantage of that by going inside, but not radical enough buoy turns to be able to actually go in front of her. So she's still in third, the junior girl. Susak Molinero reaching buoy number 3, still in first position. So it's Spain, Germany, and Martina Drobny. I'm not sure where she's from. I believe she's from Martina Drobny. Any idea? I believe she's from Poland, but that's not 100%. Let's find out before the big final, because 3 of these girls, the top 3 girls, are moving on straight to the women's final. So far, we've got Cecilia Pampinella, Chila Coxis, Rekta Slekta. Then we've got Anna Chirki, Skadi Langbane, and Anna Hikova. And virtually in the women's final, we've got Susak Molinero right there in the middle of your screen, at the bottom of your screen. from Catalonia, Spain. Great start by the three favorites, Cecilia Pampinella, Anna Circhi, and Susak Molinero. Only 40 meters to go. Here comes Tanya Ecker, also in second place. And Martina Drobny from Poland in third place indeed. Unfortunately for Esther Raskowski and Lena Novak, the other junior, they're going to have to settle for the B final. And the last racer to cross the line, while I don't know what's going on in the last one to cross the line is Monica Major. Okay, so that was the first heats of the Open Women Sprint competition, with the top three of each heat moving on to the final, and the remaining ones moving to the B final. We've got the Open Men lining up with 8 heats, actually more than that. No, 8 heats. 8 heats of men. We've got a full. We have 50 people in this in this Open Men's event. Wow. So the sprint competition is starting for the Open Men with yesterday's big winner, Bruno Osulio, on that green hollow board. I believe it's a 14 by 22 if he's got the same as yesterday. BR1 board, we've got Herman Hussein. Where is Herman? I don't see Herman. Oh yeah, Herman Hussein on the orange board, light board corp. We've got from Slovenia, Luka Kozar. He's on starboard and is wearing a black with a white hat. We've got Jan Munch from Germany on the light board, on the gray and yellow light board corp. We've got Alberto Samarco, I believe, on the inflatable Nash board. Goran Smircic from number 178. No. Yeah, 189. 189. Okay, we've got Meyerhofer, Nika Meyerhofer on the Fanatic board. Looks like a 12.6 there, that one. And we've got the 14-year-old Maximus Sirier from the Netherlands, only 14 years old, who's actually on an NSP board. Is usually on light board corp. Sorry, on BR1, and is on an NSP board right now. So Luka Kozar, Bruno Osulio, Herman Hussein, Jan Munch, Maximus Sirier. We should have a pretty fast race. Great start by Jan Munch, but it looks like a Nika Meyerhofer has got the best start. Let's move to the drone shot. So with a bit of delay, we're gonna see what's just happened a few seconds ago. There you go. You can see a great start by Nika Meyerhofer from Germany, from Austria. A great start also by Herman Hussein, the Thai/German national. But look at Bruno Osulio, who didn't have the best of the start, but making his move now onto the Austrian on that hollow green board. These are top three: Bruno Osulio, Herman Hussein, and on that Fanatic board, Nika Meyerhofer. On the NSP in the back, that's Maximus Sirier, 14-year-old Maximus, who's going to try and make a move onto Herman Hussein in order to secure a potential quarterfinal. Quarterfinal, yeah. We're doing the full thing today with the men's. There's so many participants. Ooh, who's taking a fall? Jan Munch. Jan Munch taking a fall in the 5th place. And at the front, Bruno Osulio has moved in 1st place with Nika Meyerhofer going astray for a little bit and coming back in to try and pass in front of Herman Huslijn, pushing him on the outside actually. But look at Maximus Sirius, 14-year-old Maximus now taking the 2nd place, or almost, with that great move there on the inside. In the back, in 5th, we've got a starboard. And the starboard, that's, I guess, Luka Košar. Luka Košar from Slovenia. I think that's a Maja Dolsan companion, actually, from Ljubljana. But at the front, on that green board that we saw yesterday win the long distance, the 12K long distance here in Lake Fackersee, in the Carinthian region, Bruno Osulio, who's going topless today, actually, Bruno. And for 2nd place, we've got on the NSP Maximus Sirier next to Herman Huslijn. And in 4th, we have Nika Meyerhofer. At the back, it's Luka Košar from Slovenia. Alberto Samarco. All right, so Bruno Osulio securing his place in the straight to the final. Actually, straight to the final. Yeah, this is all in German, so I'm sorry for if I send you confusing information. But basically, the top 4, if I understand well, the top 4. What do you understand here? Top 4 go to the top 4 move to the quarterfinal. Then okay, I get it. Top 4 move to the quarterfinal. I think the other ones are out. The other ones are out. So only. So why is this then? Exactly. So So top 4. Apologies for the confusion, guys. Top 4 goes straight to the final. The remaining ones are out. And I've got other indications which were confusing, but that's for the semi. Or they're going to the semi. Oh, it's weird. So who goes to the next one? Oh, okay. Top 4 goes to the quarterfinals. The remaining ones are out, and we're moving on to hit number 2 with Paolo Marconi from Italy. He was 5th yesterday. Christian Taher from Austria. Viktor Zollner from Hungary. Philipp Reiner. Which one is Philipp Reiner? On the Fanatic, that's Philipp Reiner. We've got Andras Slevovics, 129. I'm not sure that one is. We've got Eric Milat and Michal Drask and Simon Maliki. So, of course, pay attention to Paolo Marconi in the middle of your screen on the right, on the whiteboard. Losing his balance a little bit. Let's move to the drone shots, and there you go, the drone shots. Where is it? The great style by Paolo Marconi on the Fanatic. That was Philipp Reiner had also a great start. I think Christian Taher did pretty well as well. And here we have the drone shot with that battle at the front between a Sonova and an RD board, I believe that's Christian Taher against Paolo Marconi. So an Austrian and an Italian at the front for hit number 2 of this sprint race competition. The inside is for Christian Taher on the Sonova. Paolo Marconi, the very experienced Paolo Marconi, taking now the lead with half a board's length over the Australian champion. In third, we've got on the Fanatic Philipp Reiner from Austria. Philipp Reiner from Austria. In fourth on the starboard. I'm not sure that was fourth on the starboard. We'll figure out in a few seconds. But Paolo Marconi, who finished fifth yesterday in the long distance, is currently in front. Christian Taher is cruising in the Italians' draft, and Philipp Reiner is trying to catch up. The draft of Christian Taher just before that last buoy turn, and Paolo Marconi in the lead. The Sonova rider Christian Taher from Graz in second. Philipp Reiner in third. So the top four go to the quarterfinal. And Eric Milat on the starboard, all-star in fourth place. So here comes Paolo Marconi, Christian Taher, Philipp Reiner, Eric Milat. Unfortunately for Simone Malecki is going to have to leave the competition now, because only top four are through. And we've got hit number 3 coming up with some other big names. Norman Weber, the German champ, who's actually wearing several hats during this weekend, is in charge, on top of racing, is in charge of the timing system. So he goes back and forth between SUP racing on Lake Fackersee and sitting down and making sure that all the timing chips and printouts for the athletes list actually works. He's actually sitting right now behind his screen. So I don't know if he's gonna compete, but he's supposed to go now. So that's Norman Weber. We've got Andrei Petrak. We've got Dan Maley. We've got Filippo Alberti. We've got Simone Tugnoli-Perron. He's the organizer of the Spring SUP race. That was the first ICF SUP World Ranking event of the year, back in March, or first weekend of April. And that was in Italy, obviously, near Comacchio. We also have Michael Karst. I believe that's Josefina's dad. Dan Mili, I said his name, on the SIC board from the Netherlands. Filippo Alberti is probably my favorite in this one, because I know that he's a fast guy. Norman Weber took his shirt off after making sure that the everything was ready for the timing, and is on the left-hand side of your screen. The former whitewater kayak world champion, 2013. He picked, I think, a total of 15 European and World Championship medals in whitewater kayaking. This guy on the left-hand side, he is the defending champion for the Lake Rocks Festival. Whoa! False start. There's a guy on the NSP who's a bit too keen. Is that Andre on the NSP? Andre Petrak? Okay. Okay. Christian. There you go. So great start by Filippo Alberti. Oh, we've just received a whole bucket of water as Norman Weber, who's pushing hard right now at the front with Filippo Alberti in second. So great start by Norman Weber there just after splashing us with a whole lot of water. And Filippo Alberti in second place on the SIC board. That's Dan Maley in third. Another SIC board, it looks, is in currently in fourth place. But at the front, the former whitewater canoe champion from Germany, Norman Weber, who won the event last year, is in first place, followed by Filippo Alberti, Dan Maley from the Netherlands, so Germany, Italy, Netherlands. In fourth, I'm not sure who's in fourth right now on the SIC board. We'll figure it out towards the end, but at the front, Norman Weber doing the job on the Lightboard Corp hollow board. Filippo Alberti from Italy, a sprint champion, in second place. In third, Dan Maley from the Netherlands. Then we have an NSP. Is that an NSP or SIC? NSP. NSP in fourth. NSP, maybe Andre Petrak on the NSP board. Not completely sure of that one. Norman Weber, who finished well yesterday. He was the winner last year, but obviously due to the big international attendance, he couldn't repeat that feat. But he is at the front right now. Ooh, look at that! Filippo Alberti making a move. Just making a bit of a statement there. Look at that. Filippo Alberti from Italy on the Infinity Whiplash, crossing the line in first. Norman Weber second. Dan Maley third, and the NSP board of, I believe, Andre Petrak in fourth. And to finish off the race at the back, on the red board there, that's on that red board there, that's the young German Thai national who qualified from the junior race. So we are moving on to the fourth heat in the open men's sprint competition. We've got Ludovic Tolad, who finished fourth yesterday in the long distance. We've got Martin Teichmann from Germany on the Sonova board. We have May Abbas Jokada on the Infinity Green and beige Infinity board. They're wearing that orange shirt. He's qualified from the junior final earlier on today. We've got, with his shirt off, number 126, that's George Schöpf. On the right-hand side of your screen, right by the SUP Alps Trophy beach flag. Martin Teichmann next to him on the Sonova board. Okay, the riders are ready in this fourth heat with Ludovic Tolad on the Atlantis SIC board. We've got Martin Teichmann from on the Sonova board. We've got George Schopf on a, I'm not sure what that one is. Lightboard Cop, maybe? Ooh, there's a Polish guy on the plastics there taking the, are we going to see that again? In the middle, Ludovic Tolad. So Ludovic Tolad in the middle. We've got the Martin Teichmann on the Sonova board, but the best start was the guy on the Plastex. I believe is from Poland, because Plastex is a Polish brand, and I do believe they only have Polish paddlers with them so far. So Ludovic Tolad taking the lead in this fourth heat of the sprint competition. Behind him, there's the Plastex guy, Martin Teichmann, in equal second. And on the Fanatic board, that's Michael Hackel. Michael Hackel. So Ludovic Tolad at the front. Then the Plastex dude, that's a hollow board. Martin Teichmann from Germany in third. Michael Hackel on the Fanatic losing some ground. He was fourth, he's now fifth. But Ludovic Tolad, who finished fourth yesterday in the long distance behind Blue Yua, is at the front. And once again, the top four are moving on to the quarterfinal, and the remaining ones are out of the competition for the day. Ludovic Tolad actually changed his board for the sprint competition. He had a XRS flatwater model from his board sponsor SIC yesterday, and he decided to pick his Atlantis board, which is more an all-round board. It works great in ocean conditions, actually. Ludovic Tolad won a downwind competition last weekend in Saint Raphael in the south of France on that exact same board. So we've got the name of the guy in second. His name is Gregor Spinda, I believe from Poland. But Ludovic Tolad easily securing his qualification for the upcoming quarterfinals of this sprint competition on day 4 of the Lake Rocks Festival here in Fackersee. Here comes Gregor Spinda in third, Martin Teichmann in fourth. That's Michael Hackel and Mai Abbas Jokada on the wearing that orange top. And I think we are already moving on to hit number 5 with the guy who finished third yesterday from England, Blue Yua. We also have from the Ukraine and now living in Austria, the 17-year-old Damodara Mokhnyuk. We have, that's someone I want to see sprint today. Samuel Peszka. He qualified at the last ICF SUP Worlds competition in Poland in the men's final. And I know this guy can paddle fast. Probably one of the favorites in this competition. We'll see. That's on paper anyway. We also have Daniele Gennari. That's the guy on the SIC board with the long hair. We have Raphael Habiger, a 16 or 17-year-old young paddler from Germany. We've got Kai Carstens, another youngster from Germany. Then 182, who's that? 182. The 182 is Petrus Ksunkowski. And then we have number 34, Benyam Bosak. So 182, Petrus Ksunkowski looks pretty serious on the starboard there, next to Daniele Gennari. But watch out for Blue Ewer and Samuel Pesca. Ooh, Rafael Abiger has got the best run. Let's move to the drone shot. So with a 20 seconds delay or 10 seconds delay, we're going to see the start. And on that blue board, Rafael Habiger, the youngster. But look at Blue Ewer on the NSP, making his move already and taking the first position next to Samuel Pesca from the Czech Republic. NSP versus starboard. Two fast sprinters at the front. A bit of a gap then, and it's in yellow. Damodara Mokhniuk from the Ukraine in third place. The top four are moving on to the quarterfinals. And after that initial sprint start, the pace is slowing down just a little bit with Blue Ewer reaching that first buoy in first place. But look at Samuel Pesca trying to show his skills and taking a virtual first position for a couple of seconds with Damodara Mokhniuk on the rapid SUP board, an Ukrainian brand. But look at Blue Ewer regaining the commanding position there in this hit number 5 on the NSP Ninja 14 by 20. Blue Ewer from the southwest of England. Ooh, Samuel Pesca going astray there, losing the plot a little bit with Damodara Mokhniuk making a move now. What happened to Samuel Pesca? He was pushed away. I'm not sure if it was the wind or the backwash from Blue Ewer's board. But there's a bit of a gap now behind Blue Ewer on the NSP. So England, Ukraine, Czech Republic in the top 3. We've got Samuel from Italy. We've got in 4th place Daniele Gennari in 4th place right now. So Blue Ewer looking over his shoulder and claiming the win in hit number 5 with Samuel Pesca, who lost control of his board for a bit. Damodara Mokhniuk next to him. In 4th place, making it to the straight to the final. That's Rafael Habiger from Germany. And then we've got Benyam Bosak in 5th. We've got Daniele Gennari from Italy and Kai Carstens over there at the back on the SIC white and red board. Here comes Rafael Habiger on the blue and white board. On the 45 Pro, that's Benyam Bosak. Daniele Gennari, who lost his 4th place to 2 youngsters. And then Kai Carstens reaching the shores of Panorama Beach here on Lake Fackersea. And that was fast. That was fast and intense. Woo! Non-stop racing today on day 4 of the Lake Rocks Festival. Stop number 1 of the SUP Alps Trophy. We've got some other big names lining up with Filippo Mercuriali, who was pretty impressive yesterday in the long distance. Kaylen Lockhart from Australia/Belgium. He's got the 2 nationalities. He represents Belgium in the international competitions now. We've got that's also a youngster I want to see race today. Zeno Zabo from Hungary. let's see who Armin. Armin is the guy on the JP Australia board there, in third position from the left. And we've got Mark Klejmanovic, Matteo Ceruti, Attila Hubik, and Rok Puvar from Slovenia. Great start by Filippo Mercuriali and Kaylin Lockhart. Let's switch to the drone right away. Okay, let's see that again with a 10 seconds delay. As you can guess, we're going to see that start. Look at Kaylin Lockhart in the black and white board there, but next to Filippo Mercuriali on the starboard. Those two are in the lead right away. Then we have a Mistral board and another starboard. But Kaylin Lockhart, look at that. On that black and white board, Filippo Mercuriali, that's an Italian champion who wants to make a name for himself this year. He decided to train seriously and is actually in second place right now with Kaylin Lockhart, giving a big push towards the reach of that buoy number one. And we've got Zeno Zabo on the starboard. That's 15 or 16-year-old Zeno, who finished 20th yesterday in the long distance. Maxime Serrier, the 14-year-old Maxime Serrier, was actually 21st. So a huge achievement for these two youngsters. One was in the under 16 category. That's Max, and the other one, Zeno Zabo. Ooh, just took a dive there. Tested the water for us. Blue waters of Lake Farquharson. So there's going to be definitely a fight for that third and fourth place. Zeno Zabo regained his third place, and now Armin Zettler in fourth place, trying to get to the inside. But it's almost over now for Kaylin Lockhart, who borrowed a Lightboard Corp board for the weekend from Gerd Weissner, the Lightboard Corp CEO. Filippo Mercuriali in second place, cruising to Panorama Beach. Zeno Zabo, the 16-year-old, looking super sharp, in third place. And in fourth place, Armin Zeitler from Germany, I believe. Those top four guys are through to the big final right away. And unfortunately for Attila Hubik, for Matteo Ceruti, and for 107, I don't find this guy. I guess Mark Klejmanovic. The competition is over for today, but they can enjoy the show watching from the shores or watching from the SUP Alps Trophy YouTube channel. If you're watching on the on YouTube, you can give a like to the SUP Alps Trophy YouTube channel. All right, we've got a new heat coming up with all his farts. Andre Crater, three-time sprint canoe world champion Andre Crater, representing Bulgaria. We've got Marton Kaoli from Hungary. We've got junior. I recognize the junior name there, Ben Leon Knorr. That's the young kid on the NSP. Is basically pretty much half the size of the other guys on the beach right now. We've got Oli Schwarz, of course, on the right-hand side, on the starboard, the tall guy with the white skin, being German. You wouldn't expect less. Oli Schwarz who was also pretty impressive yesterday in the long distance. We've got 87. That's Andrea Piccinato. I suspect he's from Italy. Andrea Piccinato on the starboard. We've got Martin Caroli. That's the guy on the SIC Atlantis model in the middle, wearing white. I think he works with SIC in Hungary. And who else have I not identified? Balázs Zili, 162 on the left-hand side. Ooh, I can hear Rudy Van Haven, the race director, calling Kaylin Lockhart. Hopefully there was no issue with the previous race, because Kaylin Lockhart won the previous heat. But I'm very impressed with that, the size of Ben Leon Knorr, number 20 on the NSP, on the 12.6 NSP. Half the size of the other guys between Martin Caroli and another Hungarian. Great start by Andrej Kreiter. And we're going to switch to the drone shot so you can see the start of heat number 7. There you go. On the Sonova board there, that's Andrej Kreiter. Followed by Ole Schwarz on the starboard from Germany. So Bulgaria, Germany at the front. The SIC board is Martin Caroli in 3rd place. And we've got starboard in 4th. Let's see if Andrej Kreiter is as fast and as skilled at the buoy turns as he is on a straight line. The 3-time sprint canoe world champion on the Sonova board right now. Ooh, that's a pretty good turn there by Andrej. Ole Schwarz looking good as well. Martin Caroli from Hungary securing still a 3rd place, and in fourth on the starboard. Maybe Andrea Piccinato, I'm not sure yet. We've got a few starboards lined up in this sprint final. Ooh, his right-hand side turn are not as good as his left-hand side turn. Andrej Kreiter in 1st place right now on the Sonova board with a bit of a gap in front of Ole Schwarz and Martin Caroli from Hungary. So we've got Bulgaria, Germany, Hungary, and still that 4th... that guy in 4th place, I believe that's Andrea Piccinato from Italy in 4th place. Yes, I can confirm that because I've got a visual confirmation. And Andrej Kreiter is through, if he doesn't make any mistake, obviously in the last 50 meters. Andrej Kreiter, I can see the wind picking up. You can see actually the ripples on Lake Fackersee right now. And Andrej Kreiter, who borrowed his board from Christian Taucher, the new Sonova ambassador in Austria. Ole Schwarz in 2nd place. Martin Caroli and Andrea Piccinato from Italy in 4th place on the starboard all-star. We've got Fodor Zalbolc from Hungary. Then it's on the Mistral board, Enrico Sambri. And look at that battle at the back. Hopefully we can see it. Yes, between the young Ben Leon Knorr and Balázs Zili from Hungary as well. Woo! Well, I'm glad to say all the favorites were able to easily qualify in this so far in this initial round of sprint heats for the open men. And we've got the 8th and last heat coming up with 17-year-old and soon to turn 18 next week, Donato Frens from the Netherlands. Big champion in the Netherlands who's starting to get some international podium medals. He had his first Euro Tour win a month ago in Ceuta. And yesterday he won an impressive silver medal, second place in the long distance behind Bruno Sulio. So Donato Frens, the tall guy on the light board corp, on the black and white light board corp hollow board. Manuel Lauble is also one of the favorites in this race. Watch out for red hair Wojtek Seidenglans from the Czech Republic. We also have Zabol Snagi, Cedric Falbush, Maurizio Siciliano, Mile Gacesa, and Marlon Daskiran, the junior champ on the starboard, who won the junior competition in the opening race of the day, is in the middle wearing gray. But look at Donato Frens, how low he's standing. He's a bit of a runner. We know that because he's a former rugby player. And we're going to switch to the drone to watch that start again and follow the race from the drone. So a pretty intense start there with Donato Frens on the lightboard corp, and young Wojtek Seidenglans as well as Marlon Daskiran in the lead. So we've got three youngsters at the top, at the front. Wojtek is now in fifth position. We've got Marlon Daskiran, Donato Frens on the Mistral board. I think that's Manuel Lauble in black in fourth on from Germany, living in Lake Constance, and we need to figure out who that guy on the Mistral board is. I believe it's Zabol Snagi. Can you confirm that? You don't know? The guy in fourth on the Mistral, orange Mistral board. I think it's Zabol Snagi, but I'm not sure. Okay, so Donato Frens from the Netherlands in front. Then we have young Marlon Daskiran, who won the junior race earlier on, and therefore who qualified for the Open Men competition in second place right now. Those two men had a great start in that eighth heat of the Open Men's Day. We have on starboard Wojtek Seidenglans right now, red hair Wojtek Seidenglans, who's also a cross-country champion, and Manuel Lauble from Germany on Indiana stand-up paddle in fourth place. And Donato Frens now cruising to victory with 50 meters left. And it is in second place behind him, Marlon Daskiran, Wojtek Seidenglans, and Manuel Lauble, but someone is making a comeback. Cedric Falbush, a young guy as well. Will he be able to go in front of Manuel Lauble? I don't think so. Manuel Lauble securing his fourth place. Cedric Falbush in fifth. So top four go straight to go to the quarterfinal, and the remaining ones are out. Okay, guys, I'm being told that we're moving on straight to the men's quarterfinal. But unfortunately, we won't have a drone to cover that. So I guess I'll do my best. It'll be a radio show, I suppose. From now on, we might have a few images at the start and at the finish. So I'll do my best to give you update you on what's going on. I'll probably have to stand up and watch the race, but we have Bruno Sulio, Maximus Serrier, Herman Huslein, Mika Meyerhofer, Paolo Marconi, Christian Taher, Philipp Reiner, and Eric Milat. And the top four go to the semis. So here we have, let's start with Bruno Sulio on the left-hand side. So one of our cameramen is actually going on the pier and trying to get some visual. I'm also going to try and tell you what's going on here. We've got Christian Taher and Bruno Sulio at the front. So Bruno Sulio, Christian Taher. Then we've got Philipp Reiner, Herman Huslein in fourth. Actually, in third, it's not Philipp Reiner, who's also the Fanatic. It is Mika Meyerhofer in third right now. Herman Huslein from Germany in fourth. Then Paolo Marconi now taking the fifth place in front of Philipp Reiner. And Maximus Serrier from the Netherlands in sixth, the 14-year-old in sixth place right now. And on the starboard, I assume this is Eric Milat. So, still at the front, Bruno Sulio. Bruno Sulio, followed by Christian Taher. Then a guy on Fanatic. I'm not entirely sure if that's Mika Meyerhofer or Philipp Reiner. Bruno Sulio wins his quarterfinal with Christian Taher on the right. On his right, we've got Mika Meyerhofer racing second place right now. Paolo Marconi in fourth. Christian Taher, and unfortunately Herman Huslein from Germany doesn't cross the line in time, is out, as they're only the top four. Bruno Sulio, Mika Meyerhofer, Christian Taher, and Paolo Marconi are through to the semi-final. Here comes Eric Milat coming in last. And I think we've recovered our drone shots. Fingers crossed. All right, so quarterfinal number 2 with Filippo Alberti from Italy, Norman Weber from Germany, Dan Maley from the Netherlands, Andrej Petrak from Hungary, I believe, Ludovic Tolad from France, Gregor Spinda from Poland, Martin Teichmann from Germany, and Michael Hakel from, you say Michael? Michael from Austria. Let's try and get those names right. So Filippo Alberti is the guy in the middle of your screen on the Infinity Whiplash. That's a gray and white board. Next to him, we have Andrej Petrak, number 88. We have on the right-hand side on the SIC Atlantis board next to the SUP Alps Trophy beach flag, Ludovic Tolad. with the dark green t-shirt. Next to him on another SIC board, but this one is an XRS. We've got Dan Maley from the Netherlands. Norman Weber has just joined the fun on the left-hand side of your screen. He also runs the timing system, and is on a Lightboard Corp. And who's the guy on the Fanatic? Michael Hackel with a yellow rash guard on the Fanatic. Pretty old Fanatic, actually. This is probably 2016 or even before, 2015 Fanatic board there. So another stacked quarterfinal with Ludovic Telad, one of the favorites, Filippo Alberti, Norman Weber. We had a great false start. Andrei Petrak doing the exact same mistake as his previous race, and also Gregor Spinda, number 84 on the Plastex blue board, also very fast starter. Great start by Filippo Alberti. Norman Weber doing the exact same thing as before, throwing water on us. Filippo Alberti in the lead. No, Norman Weber now in the lead. Filippo Alberti, then Dan Maley. Ludovic Telad in 5th right now. Oh, Dan Maley goes down in, losing his in 3rd place. We have an NSP board also in 4th, but Ludovic Telad now climbing up to the front of the race behind Norman Weber, who had a great start. Norman Weber on the Lightboard Corp hollow board, reaching buoy number 1 in 1st position. Ludovic Telad has got the inside next to Filippo Alberti, the Italian. Then we've got Andrei Petrak from Hungary in 4th, but Gregor Spinda from Poland on the Plastex hollow board in 5th. But at the front, Norman Weber, the guy who does it all here, is definitely part of the organization, in charge of the timing system. In 1st place in this quarterfinal, with some big international champs behind him, with Ludovic Telad from France on the SIC Atlantis and Filippo Alberti on the Infinity Whiplash in 3rd. We've got Andrei Petrak in 4th on the NSP. And it's already, is it already the last buoy? I'm not sure. Yeah, it is the last buoy. And Norman Weber has got a bit of a gap for himself, about 2 boards length over Ludovic Telad from France in 2nd. Let me remind you that the top 4 go through to the semi-final. Norman Weber now slowing down a bit, making sure that he saves a bit of energy for what's to come. Clearly semi-final. So these are our top 4, and there is a bit of a gap behind Andrei Petrak with is it Martin Teichmann? But Ludovic Telad now reaching the Panorama Beach, as well as Filippo Alberti and Norman Weber and Andrei Petrak in 4th. Unfortunately, Martin Teichmann is out of this competition. Here comes Gregor Spinda from Poland. Dan Maley was a bit unfortunate just before the first buoy, and to finish off, Michael Hackel with a yellow rash guard is also out for today. And it's quarter-final number 3 being called to the line with, from England, Blue Ewa. From the Ukraine, Damodara Mokhnuk, wearing the yellow shirt. Actually, yellow Ukrainian shirt. I recognize the Ukrainian flag on that t-shirt. Then we've got from the Czech Republic, Samuel Peška. who had a great start earlier on, but we saw that he at some point he couldn't control his starboard on one of the turns. We've got Raphael Habiger, 16-year-old Raphael Habiger, who's on a I believe light board corp board, blue and white, and we've got Filippo Mercuriali, Zano Zabo, and Armin Zeitler. This race should go fast as well. Difficult to call the favorites on this one, but watch out for Filippo Mercuriali, obviously. Samuel Pescar from the Czech Republic. Blue Ewer on the NSP. Kaylin Lockhart from Australia on the Lightboard Corp. Ooh, that's a fast start for all of these guys. Filippo Mercuriali, Damodara Morknew goes down. Blue Ewer on the left-hand side, but at the front, Filippo Mercuriali has got the best start. Samuel Pescar in third right now. Kaylin Lockhart in fourth. Kaylin Lockhart goes down. Kaylin Lockhart goes down. It's Samuel Pesca now in third place. Blue Ewer in second. But at the front, Filippo Mercuriali from Italy. One of the Italians who don't come out too much of his country. But a very, very fast paddler who wants to compete more on the international scene. At the front right now, Filippo Mercuriali, who at some point took the lead with Ole Schwartz yesterday in the chase of behind Bruno Sulio, finished in the top 10, is currently at the front of quarterfinal number 3 with Blue Ewer from England on the NSP, the new NSP rider, who also wants to compete internationally this year. Blue Ewer followed by Samuel Pesca from the Czech Republic and Raphael Habiger on the hollow board in currently secure for fourth place. But here comes Kaylin Lockhart trying to squeeze in at the last buoy, pushing Raphael Habiger. That's a great move, I have to say, by Kaylin Lockhart, who's now taking the fourth position, securing his spot for the upcoming semi-final. Filippo Mercuriali in front. Blue Ewer, we don't have that on our screens, but I'm telling you what's happening on the water right now. We've got 3 guys cruising at the front with Kaylin Lockhart still pushing hard to stay in that fourth place, with Raphael Habiger trying to make a move, but that's not going to be enough. That's going to be enough with the Australian-Belgian champion, Kaylin Lockhart, on former NSP rider who borrowed a Lightboard Corp hollow board. Finishing in fourth, Raphael Habiger in fifth, Damodara Morknyuk on your screen in fifth, Zeno Zabo, impressive 16-year-old from Hungary, now reaching Panorama Beach here on Lake Fackersee, and Armin Zeitler from Germany or Austria. Okay, from Germany. Armin Zeitler to finish off, and we've got the fourth quarterfinal coming up. So the fourth quarterfinal is coming up. We've got Andrei Krater representing Bulgaria, Oli Schwarz, Germany, Martin Caroli, Hungary, Andrea Piccinato, Italy, Donato France, Netherlands, Marlon Daskiran. Marlon Daskiran, have we found out where Marlon Daskiran is from? Wojtek Seidenglans, the Czech Republic, and Manuel Lauble from Germany. Talking about an international competition, welcome to the SUP Alps Trophy. And Martin Caroli on the SIC ball there. A little bit too keen. And Andre Crater has got a great start on the Sonova, as well as Donato France on young Marlon Daskiran, placing second right now. We're going to see that again with that drone shot on your screen. Check out Andre Crater on the right-hand side of your screen. There you go. Look at that run. Already 1 meter lead for Andre Crater from Bulgaria on the Sonova. Reaching that first buoy. Ooh, already a gap and a battle between Donato France. Ooh, losing a bit of ground there. As well as Marlon Daskiran. I'm looking oh, that's Manuel Lauble. Manuel Lauble on the in third place right now. But at the front, it is Andre Crater. Donato France is in fourth. It's a starboard in second. And I'm going to have to guess on this one. Who's on the starboard? Ole Schwarz. Ole Schwarz. Ole Schwarz in second. Germany. Andre Crater. Ole Schwarz. Donato France in fourth. Who's in third? No, Donato France now on your screen in third place. Manuel Lauble, Germany in fourth. So we've got Bulgaria, Germany, the Netherlands, Germany again with Manuel Lauble, the Indiana SUP rider, also a holoboard. Check out our interview with Manuel Lauble on totalosup.com. And you'll find out about his quiver, his Indiana quiver. Ole Schwarz. Great turn there. Ooh, also a great turn by Donato France. Showing some skills in third place. Manuel Lauble, we don't see him on our screen yet, but is in fourth. And at the front, Andre Crater doing the job. Cruising to victory in this second race of the day for him. With Ole Schwarz, second place. Donato France, third. Manuel Lauble, fourth. Marlon Daskiran in fifth. And Wojtek Seidenglans from the Czech Republic in sixth place. Here comes Martin Caroli and Andrea Piccinato. Martin Caroli on the SIC board there. And Martin Caroli on the All-Star starboard from Italy. So, wow. I think it's over. For the men's quarterfinal, we had 4 of them. So in the next race we'll have a about to find out. We are moving. Wow, already moving on to the 50 plus men. B final, and then the big final for the 50 plus men. And then we'll do exactly the same thing with the women. Wow, non-stop racing. So I'm being told also that from the semi-final, so I guess from now on, I'm not entirely sure if that only counts for the open men and women, but at some point we will have 2 laps, not just 1 lap, as we've seen so far, but 2 laps, and that I'm pretty sure that's happening for the open men and women from the semis. I'm not entirely sure that works for the 50 plus men and women. And I'm back at the mic. We are witnessing the finish of the B final for the 50 plus men's. We took a little break there because we only had two guys on the water, and that was Attila Romagni and Massimo Tomasino. And we are gearing up towards the big final for the 50 plus men's category with some top names there. I think we should have put those two guys with them. Actually, we have Holger Hasenflug on the. He was on the Sonova earlier. Yeah, he's still on the Sonova. We've got Gabor Zabo. Yeah, Gabor Zabo on the starboard. On the starboard. Lefteris Maroulakis, that's a Greek guy wearing orange on the SIC. We've got Giorgio Maggi on the, I don't see Giorgio, yeah, with a black hat and the Infinity purple board. We've got Paolo Nardini on the SIC, blue SIC. We've got Christoph Straub. You know who that one is? 227. Maybe on the Oxbow over there? Yeah, on the Oxbow, that's Christoph Straub. Daniele Cani. I'm not sure. Daniele Cani, maybe the starboard. 264. No, that's Valerio Mercuriali. Woo, we've got lots of names. Andrei Siversky, Gerd Weissner on the lightboard corp is third on your screen, starting from the left. We've got Alexander Gebler on the extreme right hand side. Yeah, that's it. Next to the beach flag. And watch out for Gerd, watch out for Gabor Zabo. Holger Hasenflug. That's it. Whoa, Holger Hasenflug takes a dive. We've got another Sonova at the front. We've got the Greek Lefteris Maroulakis right now in third place, but at the front on the Sonova, who's the guy at the front? On the Sonova board, I'm not sure who that is. I'm guessing Andrei Siversky. Oh, maybe Daniele Cani. Maybe Daniele Cani at the front from Italy. That's a guess. I think I remember seeing that guy training with a group of Italians a couple of days ago. So I assume that's Daniele Cani on the Sonova at the front. Let's see if we can see his bib number. Probably not. And then on is that Giorgio Maggi? On the I'm not entirely sure. He's definitely got a black hat, but it's and he's on starboard. Oh no, Giorgio is on the Infinity. So that's not him. Well, I haven't identified these guys at the front, apart from number 3, Lefteris Maroulakis from Greece. The only Greek representative. He told me yesterday that he was a bit disappointed that there's no more Greek representatives in this international race. So who have we got at the front? I'm pretty sure that's Daniele Cani, but I wouldn't bet my life on it. And then the starboard rider in 2, and then Lefteris Maroulakis on the podium for the 50 plus men so far. We've got, I believe, who's that on the? Oh, hold on. I'm sure it's Gabor Zabo. Gabor Zabo is in second. So the first one, if it's 194, yeah, 194. Daniele Cani, Gabor Zabo, Lefteris Maroulakis. So yes, indeed, the Italian Daniele Cani on the Sonova board. He took the best start, didn't make any mistake, and he wins the sprint competition in the 50 plus men's. Gabor Zabo finishing in second. Lefteris Maroulakis from Greece on the SIC board in third. Then we've got on the on the Oxbow, is that Christoph Straub? And then Gerd Weissner on the Lightboard Corp. Unfortunately for Holger Asenflug, who was definitely one of the fastest guys in the 50 plus men's, he took a dive right at the start. Giorgio Maggi arriving now. What can we switch? There you go. Giorgio Maggi has just crossed the line. Then it's Paolo Nardini on the SIC. And number 227. No, that's Christoph Straub. So I'm not sure who the guy on the Oxbow was. He was not wearing his number. So I couldn't guess. But Daniele Cani from Italy has just won the sprint final in the 50 plus men's category, followed by another very strong competitor, Gabor Zabo from Hungary. And in third place, we had Lefteris Maroulakis from Greece. So a pretty international podium for the 50 plus men's. And I believe we are moving on to the 50 plus women. And I don't have the athletes yet. I recognize Polona Pulja from Slovenia, Edith Telad from France, Sara Odera from Italy, Polonia Pouchard. We've got a pretty large inflatable board over there on the right hand side. So we've got five women lining up for this sprint competition. I don't know where Petra Pifreda is today. So getting ready on the SIC board, Sara Odera, Polonia Pulja from Slovenia on the Sonova. We've got Edith Telad also on Sonova. And I don't know the name of the other girls. Good start by Sara Odera from Italy on the SIC. Then followed by Edith Telad in second, and in third place, Polona Pušljar from Ljubljana, Slovenia. And Sara Odera, who was several times on a ICF SUP World podium in both Balaton Füred and Gdynia, Poland, in the 2021 and 2022 ICF SUP Worlds, is in the lead. Sara Odera, who likes to travel and likes to go to France for some international SUP race competitions. She's in the lead. Edith Telad in second. What happened to Polona Pušljar? I think I've seen her fall earlier on. So Polona Pušljar who's on the Sonova, now climbing up to reach the girl who's in fourth, and trying to take over on the outside, but at the front it is from Italy, Sara Odera on the red and white SIC board. Edith Telad looking good in second. 60-year-old Edith Telad from the Savoie region of France. Ooh, going super wide there. Losing some ground to Sara with this huge wide turn. I guess Ludovic Tolad, her son, could teach her a thing or two on buoy turns. And Sara Herrera in the lead in the 50 plus women final. Edith Tolad in second. Look at what Polona Puslia is from Slovenia is doing. She fell aiming for the buoy number 1, and she was last, and she is now in taking over, regaining her 3rd place. But Sara Odera from Italy, only 50 meters to go for the Italian, who's already booked her ticket to Thailand for the ICF SUP World Championships. Sara Odera claiming that victory by raising her two arms towards the sky. Edith Tolad pushing hard. Edith Tolad second, looking strong. And Polona Puslia from Ljubljana, Slovenia, despite her fall, takes the 3rd place. And Natasha Cesar on the starboard arrives in 4th. Here comes Stanislava Laginia in 5th. And I guess two paddlers were missing from this final. That was Etelka Dobi from Hungary and Ilona Ejduk. Congratulations to Sara Odera. And I guess we are coming up next. We have the men's semifinal. Men's semifinal coming up. It's getting more intense as we move forward in this competition. And here come the first semifinal. And they're about to line up here at Panorama Beach on Lake Fackersee in Austria, in the south of Austria, in the Carinthian region. I think that's what it's called. Kinton. Oh, I see. Hey. How do you say in English though? Carinthia. So not Corinthia, but Carinthia. Carinthia. So a big semi-final coming up. Some big names. There's one I don't know. His name is Mika Meyerhofer. He was super fast. But the other guys I do know. Bruno Sulio, Christian Taucher, Paolo Marconi, Filippo Alberti, 2 Italian guys next to each other. Norman Weber, Germany, Ludovic Tolad, France, and Andrei Petrak, Hungary. That's a guess. So on the right-hand side of your screen, Bruno Sulio. Next to him, Christian Taucher from Graz, Austria, who's been doing really well this morning. Christian, known as Chris Diver on social media. We've got Mika Meyerhofer from Austria on the Fanatic. We've got next to him Ludovic Tolad from France, Filippo Alberti on the Infinity Whiplash. We've got the Andrei Petrak on the NSP, and Paolo Marconi on a white RRD board, and Norman Weber on a light board corp on the left-hand side of your screen. Let's get the drone ready because this is going to be a fun one. We should probably switch, actually. And off they are. Great start by Filippo Alberti on the Infinity Whiplash. Also, Norman Weber is having a great start. It's Norman versus Filippo Alberti for now. Ludovic Tolad in 3rd. Christian Taucher in 4th. We've got on the NSP Andrei Petrak. But Norman Weber, what is this man doing at the front? Really distancing himself by 3-4 meters away from Filippo Alberti on the Infinity Whiplash. Look at Ludovic Tolad now trying to get closer in third position, but Paolo Marconi pretty safe on the right-hand side. Paolo Marconi now in third with Ludovic Tolad now taking that third spot. Christian Taucher in fifth. We've got Andre Petrak in right in front of him now, and Mika Meyerhofer. And I've got a very tense Christian Taucher's wife next to me, praying for Christian to qualify for the big final. But Norman Weber at the front. On the lightboard corp, Filippo Alberti in second, Paolo Marconi in third, Ludovic Tolad. We've got Christian Taucher in fifth place right now in front of the Hungarian Andre Petrak. We've got Mika Meyerhofer in at the back. And Norman Weber looking so impressive at the front. This former world champion in whitewater kayaking is having a very, very impressive day of sprint racing this morning. Where is Bruno Osulio? Bruno Osulio is totally at the back. Bruno Osulio is last. Bruno Osulio is last. Bruno Osulio is hiding at the back of this race. What happened to him? Probably a fall. We missed that. Bruno Osulio is in 8th position right now. Norman Weber. 30 minutes left for the German champion Norman Weber claiming the victory with Filippo Alberti in second place, Ludovic Tolad in third, and Paolo Marconi in fourth. Oh, it's us. We've got a second lap. We've got a second lap. We've got a second lap, and it is still at the front. Oh, Bruno Osulio making a comeback. Bruno Osulio now in fifth place. Christian Taucher gliding in front of Andre Petrak. Mika Meyerhofer now closes the race in 8th position. And what is Bruno Osulio doing now in fifth? We're all wondering. But at the front, Norman Weber, the German whitewater kayakist, showing how it is done here in Austria on the Lightboard Corp. Board with a 10-meter lead over Ludovic Tolad, who's now taking that second position in front of Filippo Alberti. In third place, Paolo Marconi trying to get the inside advantage there at that first buoy of the course. We have 2 laps from the semifinals in both the men and the women. And Ludovic Tolad now is going to try and close the gap, aiming for buoy number 2. Norman Weber, pretty comfortable at the front of the race. Very impressive if you take into consideration that that's a slow turn for Norman, actually. And Ludovic Tolad is probably going to use that to close on him. But Norman Weber has been running the timing with his wife on the beach for the past 4 days. And that doesn't keep him from being a top performer today in the sprints. Look at him going. That's a very, very good left-hand turn by the German champ. Ludovic Tolad in second on the SIC Atlantis. Paolo Marconi from Italy in third. And Filippo Alberti in fourth. There's going to be a big sprint. Maybe Bruno Osulio, despite tremendous fall early on. Maybe Bruno Osulio in fourth place. The race is on between Filippo Alberti for the fourth spot, with Bruno Osulio now pushing really hard. We want to see Marco. We want to see what's happening between Filippo and Bruno. Filippo trying to close that gap there on the left-hand side. Filippo pushing Bruno to the side, and Bruno Osulio taking over and qualifying for the final. Bruno Osulio qualifying right in front of Filippo Alberti. Filippo tried all he could to push Bruno to the side. And despite a dreadful start, Bruno Sulio managed to come back from last to fourth. Woo! What a crazy semi-final, I'm telling you. And this was only a semi-final. So expect some more action coming up with the second semi-final for the open men's. And after that, we will have the B finals and the finals, but we'll probably have the women's race first. So we're gonna have the second semi-final for the men's. Then we will have the women's B final, the women's final, and then we're going to finish the day with two men's final, the B1 and the A1. Woo! So Bruno Sulio, after being last for half of the race, manages to qualify in the last 10 meters of the race for the final. We've got a second semi-final coming up, and that's another stacked one with Blue Ewer from England, Filippo Mercuriali, also super impressive throughout the weekend. From Italy, Samuel Pesca. From the Czech Republic, Kalen Lockhart. From Belgium/Australia, Andre Krater representing Bulgaria. Oli Schwarz from Germany, the tall blonde guy. Donato France, another tall blonde guy, but this time from the Netherlands. And Manuel Lauble from Germany with the black Indiana SUP hollowboard. Buckle up, guys. We are getting our drone ready for this one. Ooh, Andre Krater, Samuel Pesca. Already very nervous in this semi-final. Andre Krater has been having a great ride so far. He won all his races with a bit of comfort in front. And here we are, Andre Krater also once again at the start. Kalen Lockhart pushing hard, Filippo Mercuriali. So we have Andre Krater, Kalen Lockhart, Filippo Mercuriali at the front. Samuel Pesca, Ole Schwarz a bit stuck in the back. Donato France on the outside. I apologize if we're losing the visual, so I'm gonna have to stand and tell you what's going on right now. Where is our drone? Where is our drone? Our drone is losing the connection, it seems. So, reaching first buoy, we've got a starboard. That is Filippo Mercuriali, Andre Krater, Kalen Lockhart, Donato France. That's our top four. Then we've got Oli Schwarz and Manuel Lauble. And what happened to Samuel Pesca? Surely he suffered a fall in that first stretch of water to the first buoy. Filippo Mercuriali from Italy leading the race. We've got Andre Krater on the Sonova in second. Kalen Lockhart in third. Blue Ewer in fourth. Donato France in fifth. Oli Schwarz in sixth. Manuel Lauble in seventh. All these guys are now aiming to the last buoy of the course. And this is just lap number one. Let's see if Andre Krater can actually hold the distance. We know he's a sprint canoe world champion. Can he last at that pace for a whole 1 kilometer? Let's find out. He's currently in second place on the Sonova, but at the front, Filippo Mercuriali. Let's see if we've got our drone back. Filippo Mercuriali from Italy with a 10-meter lead over Andre Krater representing Bulgaria. Donato France in third on the Lightboard Corp from the Netherlands. Blue Ewer on the NSP Ninja 14x20 in fourth. We've got Oli Schwarz in fifth on the starboard. Great glide by Filippo Mercuriali on the starboard. Andre Krater also doing well. Donato France now with his angry face trying to catch up with the Bulgarian champ, and Blue Ewer on the NSP Ninja, being caught up by Oli Schwartz. Someone is taking a dive, and that's Kaylin Lockhart. Manuel Lauble taking over the Australian Belgian. Come on, Kaylin. And at the back, a very unfortunate Samuel Peszka from the Czech Republic, who's missing a stroke once again. Samuel Peszka, who's being very, very unfortunate in this semi-final. I don't know if you can see that, but Samuel Peszka is, I guess, retiring from the from pulling out from this race because he just missed a stroke and fell in front. At the front of his board. At the front of the race, though, Filippo Mercuriali, Andre Crater in second, Donato France in third, Blue Ewer in fourth. The top four are through virtually to the big final. Ole Schwartz is going to have to make a move on Blue Ewer. Germany versus England for a spot in the big final. Manuel Lauble, also from Germany, on the Indiana SUP board. In sixth place right now, Kaylin Lockhart on the lightboard corp who fell. And we've got in the water, close to the beach, Samuel Peszka from the Czech Republic, who's pulling out of the race. And we've got our drone back. We've got our drone back for the last 100 meters of the race with at the front, Filippo Mercuriali on the starboard, Andre Crater on the Sonova board. First and second so far. In third, Donato France on the Lightboard Corp German brand. And Blue Ewer making a move next to Donato. The Blue Ewer currently fourth. Ole Schwartz pushing hard to try and go and falling. Ole Schwartz is falling down, losing his chance to qualify. And Manuel Lauble finishing in fifth. Ole Schwartz with his characteristic bent shaft. This is a paddle that he's been using for quite a while. And Kaylin Lockhart joining in. So Blue Ewer was the last one to be able to qualify. And we're moving on to the women's B final. I don't know what happened with the drones. Let's make sure that we don't make any mistake for the big finals, guys. Because so we had a connection issue, I'm being told, by the drone pilots. Hopefully that won't happen in the upcoming finals, because we've got three big finals coming up. We've got the women's B final first, and then we will have the women's final. Then we will have the two men's final, the B final and the A final. So we are going to start with the B final. From Slovenia, Maja Dolsan. From Italy, Romina Mariotto. Then we have Helga Gonda, Tamara Sparocik, the young German Josefina Kast. We have Ella Sifrad Justin. Then from Hungary, Esther Raczkowski. From Poland, Lena Nowak, Emilia Dasiuska. From Poland as well, Martina Drobny. And we have Monika Major. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 B finalists in the open women's competition. I'm gonna sit down and make sure that I don't lose my voice before the end of the show. I'm switch to drone view. Switch to drone view right away. Let's switch to drone view right away. We've got my money goes on this one for Esther Ratsowski. Maybe I'm wrong. From Hungary, she picked up a silver medal at the 200 meter sprints in Balaton footed at the ICF SUP World Championship in the 40 plus category. I know Martina Drobny from Poland on the starboard right next to her in the middle is super fast too. Watch out for Josefina Karst on the SIC board. She's second from the right, and the red and white SIC board. Who else is my favorite in there? That's probably my top three. Oh, and Maya Dolshan. Ooh, false start. You can feel the tension. We also have an infinity board there. California brand. Dana Point. All right. Good start by Martina Drobny and Lena Novak. We also have a good start by Maja Dolsan from Slovenia. Unfortunately, Esther didn't have the best of the starts. So Josefina Kars from Germany on the SIC board, joining the party at the front. But it's Maja Dolsan from Slovenia at the front with the purple top on the starboard, and on her right-hand side, it's Martina Drobny from Poland. Behind those two girls, we have Josefina Karst from Germany, a junior girl. Then we've got Elena Novak on the NSP, who is on that starboard. Behind them, I won't call names that I don't know, but in sixth position on the NSP, it is Esther Ratsowski from from Hungary. At the front, Maja Dolsan from Slovenia with Josefina Karst from Germany making a move now on her SIC board, actually managing to catch up with the Slovenian champ right in front of her. This is the B final, guys, for the Open Women's Sprint competition. We still have, after these 3 races to go, the women's big final and then the 2 men's final. At the front of this B final, we have Maja Dolsan from Slovenia, followed by Josefina Karst. Then it is Martina Drobny from Poland. Then it's an athlete whose name I don't know in 4th place. Then it's 2 NSP boards. And those NSP boards are paddled by Lena Novak from Poland and Esther Ratsowski from Poland, from Hungary. So still the number 1 position for Maja Dolsan here on Lake Fackersee in southern Austria. Josefina Karst in second place. We're going to have 2 laps, guys. So this is not the end of the race. 2 laps. And Maja Dolsan from Slovenia, looking really strong. Maja Dolsan on the starboard low star. Josefina Karst on the SIC. Martina Drobny in 3rd. Then we have Emilia Dasiewska, also from Poland, in 4th. Lena Novak from Poland as well on the NSP. And there's a bit of a gap. We lost Esther Ratsowski, but we have instead Monica Mayor on the 4-5 Pro board. On the Infinity, that is Miss Ella Cifral Justin. Here comes Esther. Esther on the left-hand side of your screen. On the NSP, Esther Ratskotsky, who was a silver medal at the 2021 ICF SUP World Champs in Balaton-Füred, Hungary. The Hungarian who lost some ground due most likely to a fall. And at the front, our drone finds once again Maja Dolcan from Slovenia, from Ljubljana exactly, the Slovenian capital, in first place. Then there is a battle for second place between Josefina Karst from Germany, Martina Drobny from Poland. Actually, 3 Polish girls on the chase behind Josefina Karst, and that is Emilia Dasiuska and Lena Novak. That's buoy number 2 of the race course. And Martina Drobny trying to make a move onto Josefina Karst. Emilia Dasiuska in 4th place on the starboard. And Lena Novak in 5th place from Poland as well. But at the front, it's Slovenia with Maja Dolcan on the starboard. And a big sprint finish there for Maja Dolcan, who probably deserved to be in the A final, given how much of a commanding lead she had throughout this B final. And on the starboard, with that red nose, from Slovenia, the winner of the B final of the sprint competition in the open men's division, Maja Dolcan, and a sprint finish for second, and Martina Drobny taking over that second position in front of Josefina Karst. Here comes Emilia Dasiuska in 4th place, and in 5th place another Polish female athlete, and that is Lena Novak on the NSP, reaching the beach known here as Panorama Beach on Lake Fakersee. Here comes Esther Ratskotsky from Hungary, also on NSP, as well as on the 45 Pro holoboard H2O model, Monica Mayor, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name. And 3 girls are still on the water, and that is Ella Schifrar Justin, now reaching the shore on the Infinity Whiplash. I believe that's the old model. That's not the holo model that now Infinity does. And we have an ISUP race still on the water right now. 2 girls to finish off this B final, 40 meters away from the finish line on a 12.6 by 28 starboard touring board. That's Tamara I don't have her name. I don't have the last two women's name, but we're moving on to the B final of the open men's sprint competition, guys. Don't go away, because you could lose it all. Not the open line. We're moving on to the A final of the women's. A final of the women's. And don't go away either, because Cecilia Pampinella, Sheila Coxis, Rekta Slekta, Anna Cherki, Skadi Langbain, Anna Hikova, Suzak Molinero, Tanya Eker, and Katarzyna Zarembik are going to give us a show that I'm sure you will remember. On day 4 of the Lake Rocks Festival here in Lake Fakersee, in the southern Carinthia region of Austria. We've got Rudy Haven, our race director, making sure that we've got the right names on the line. Suzak Molinero on your right-hand side. We've got Skadi Langbain, the young German, on the Sonova. Then we have Katarzyna Zarembik on the starboard. Then it's Anna Cherki on the Fanatic. Next to her is Chilak Coxis from Hungary, a former swimming champion. Anna Ikova next to her. Tanya Eker, Cecilia Pampinella, and Reka Slekta from Hungary. Cecilia is on the left-hand side. And a great start by Tanya Eker, as well as Cecilia Pampinella and Suzak Molinero. Anna Cherki gets stuck. She's now making her move to try and secure a 4th place, but Rekta Slekta on the SIC is looking good. Cecilia Pampinella, though, is doing what it takes to stay away from the chasing girls, with Suzak Molinero now in her draft. Tanya Eker and Rekta Slekta go on the right-hand side. Cecilia Pampinella goes straight to that buoy. Suzak Molinero on her right-hand side now. Anna Cherki trying to make up for the lost ground at the start. Now placing 4th. Cecilia Pampinella reaching buoy number 1 in this big women's final. Suzak Molinero in 2nd. Tanya Eker in 3rd. Anna Cherki now taking the 3rd spot, pushing Tanya Eker to the side. Let me go through. I'm Anna Cherki from Switzerland, and I won't let go of my chance to compete with Cecilia Pampinella and Suzak Molinero. These are our 2 top 3 girls from yesterday, but in a different order. Cecilia Pampinella won the long distance yesterday. She's leading now this sprint final. Suzak Molinero was 3rd yesterday. She's now 2nd, but look at Anna Cherki making that radical turn, now gaining some ground over Suzak Molinero from Catalonia, Spain. On the Fanatic board, pushing hard, trying to get that 2nd spot. Anna Cherki. Will Suzak Molinero be able to keep those counterattacks to a minimum from Anna Cherki? She's still in 2nd place. Good move, good turn by Suzak Molinero, but at the front, Cecilia Pampinella, the Italian junior, with 2 junior years to go still before she officially reaches the open women category, is showing how a young 17-year-old can do the job at the front, with now a 20-meter lead over Suzak Molinero and Anna Cherki. Tanya Eker 4th, just like yesterday. Who else have we got in 5th? In 5th, Rekta Slekta on the SIC. We have 2 laps to go. This is end of lap number 1. So Cecilia Pampinella on the Mistral board, now gliding nicely to buoy number 1 once again, with Suzak Molinero looking good as well. That was a pretty good water entry. Anna Cherki doesn't want to let the Spaniard go too far away from her. She's probably going to place an attack in the second half of the race. Tanya Eker in 4th. Rekta Slekta, the Hungarian, a bit of a slow re-entry there. Skadi Langbain on the Sonova from Germany. Anna Ikova falling with Chilak Coxis, the 16-year-old Hungarian former swimming champion, now taking over. Anna Ikova is last, while Katarzyna Zarembik managed to go over her. At the front, Cecilia Pampinella still in commanding lead over two international SUP racers, Susak Molinero from Spain and Anna Tchirki on the outside from Switzerland. Will Anna be able to take over? Susak Molinero is going to have to fight hard. Anna Tchirki making her move now, taking the second place. Anna Tchirki, who went in the past 2 years from being an underdog, fairly new to the international SUP racing scene, and now a favorite. When you see her name, you know she means business. Anna Tchirki on the Fanatic now in second place. Susak Molinero in third. Will Anna Tchirki be able to come back on the Italian junior champion? Let's find out in the last 200 meter of this sprint final here in Lake Fackersee. Cecilia Pampinella looking good though, looking strong, looking very much in command. At the front, Cecilia Pampinella, Italy, second. Anna Tchirki, Switzerland, third. Susak Molinero, Spain. This is the podium of yesterday's race. Did Tanya Aker manage to keep a fourth place? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And a big round of applause for Cecilia Pampinella, who once again adds a gold medal around her neck. Cecilia Pampinella from Italy, the double winner of the Lake Rocks Festival 2023. Anna Tchirki, a second place once again for the Swiss champ, Susak Molinero. Very impressive in this race. We have the same top four ladies as yesterday, with Susak in third and Tanya Aker in fourth. And another German, just like yesterday, but a different one, Skadi Langbein, with a big sprint finish next to Rekta Slekta from Hungary. Skadi Langbein on the son of a board, finishing in fifth. Then Rekta Slekta from Hungary and another Hungarian reaching the shore. That's Chilak Koksis from Hungary. Anna Hikova, despite her fall, managed to go past Katarzyna Zarembik. What a final, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you did enjoy this. I very much did. Thank you guys for flying the drone and not missing a bit of this big international final here on the shores of Lake Fackersee in Austria on day 4 of the Lake Rocks Festival, putting SUP racing on the Austrian map. Stop number 1 of the SUP Alps trophy, and this year, for the very first time, an ICF labeled event, ICF standing for International Canoe Federation, therefore a qualifier for this year's ICF SUP World Championships in Pattaya, Thailand, and that will be in November, and Total SUP will be there, of course. Now lining up the men's, and I have to say this B final is very impressive. Let me remind you that we have more than 20 nations represented in this competition. Since Thursday, we've had non-stop racing. We had the iSUP sprints on Thursday, the big SUP competition, and that wasn't just a fun race, that was serious big SUP competition on Friday. Then we had the long distance yesterday, and today we have the last 2 races of the day, 2 laps of a sprint, technical sprint competition with 4 buoys to go around. Filippo Alberti from Italy, Christian Taucher from Austria, Andrei Petrak from Hungary, Mika Meyerhofer from Austria, Manuel Lauble from Germany, Oli Schwarz from Germany, Kaylin Lockhart from Belgium/Australia, Samuel Peszka from the Czech Republic. Let's see if Samuel Peszka, who was one of my favorites for today and who suffered a little technical glitch earlier on. Let's see if he redeems himself in this B final. The guys are lining up. I'll be cheering, though, for Christian Taucher, who's been such a great friend over these past 4 days. On the Sonova board on the right-hand side of your screen. Manuel Lauble on the opposite end on the Indiana SUP board. In the middle, Filippo Alberti on the Infinity Whiplash. Look at Kalen. Look at how focused he is. And off they are with Andre Petrak and Filippo Alberti having the best start. But Christian Taucher, look at that on the outside on the Sonova. Reaching those two guys at the front. On the Fanatic in fourth, that's Mika Meyerhofer. In fifth, we have our Czech champion, Samuel Peschka. Then it is Ole Schwarz on the starboard, Manuel Lauble, also from Germany, to close that race. But at the front, look at Christian Taucher. Christian Taucher from Austria, aka Chris Diver. Look at what he's doing to the field, putting 5 meters of a lead behind him. And it's Caitlin Lockhart in the chase on the Lightboard Corp black and white board. Then it is another black and white board, but that's an Infinity Whiplash. And it's Filippo Alberti from Italy on it. And he's battling out with Andre Petrak on the NSP. Behind these two guys, Ole Schwarz reaching buoy number 2 with Mika Meyerhofer from Austria. Here comes Manuel Lauble and Samuel. Oh, no, that was Samuel Peschka. Samuel Peschka, not Ole Schwarz. Samuel Peschka in 5th with the white top. Mika Meyerhofer, then Manuel Lauble, then Ole Schwarz. That's the last guy on the red and blue starboard. But at the front, Christian Taucher, aka Chris Diver. Look at that on that Sonova board. Making a name for himself here on Lake Fackersee. On day 4, all the Lake Rocks Festival 2023. Watch out for Caitlin Lockhart, who's managed to catch the draft of Christian Taucher. And now making a move. Now making a move with Christian Taucher. Looking pretty comfortable there, but Caitlin Lockhart pushing hard to overtake him, and he does so. He does so. The Australian-Belgian champ. Oh, Christian Taucher. Come on. Christian Taucher takes the dive, goes back on his board. He still has 10 meters, a 10-meter lead, but Filippo Alberti is coming on fast on him on the Infinity Whiplash. Ole Schwarz has managed to get in 4th position. Manuel Lauble in 5th. Andre Petrak in 6th. I'm losing the plot. Mika Meyerhofer and then Samuel Peschka last. That's a surprise. At the front, though, at the front, Caitlin Lockhart now has a 40-meter lead over. Ooh, he's managed to recover his 2nd place. Christian Taucher, despite his fall, is in 2nd place. That's incredible. With, I guess, Filippo Alberti somewhere in there. Caitlin Lockhart from Australia / Belgium. His mom is Belgium. Is Belgian. So he actually lives in Belgium right now. At the front, he borrowed a board from German brand Lightboard Corp for the weekend. Christian Taucher losing his 2nd place right now. That's a question mark with the attacks from who? From Ole Schwarz. Ole Schwarz coming back hard in this race in 2nd place. He was 6th just a few minutes ago. He's now 2nd. Ole Schwarz, the tall German sprinter, who's also a kayakist. In 2nd place now is Christian Taucher from Austria in 3rd. Manuel Lauble in 4th. Then it's the NSP board of Andrei Petrak in 5th. In 6th position, we've got Manuel Lauble. In 7th, we've got Samuel Pesca. And in 8th, we've got Mika Meyerhofer. And here comes the last 50 meters for Mr. Kalen Lockhart from Australia, winning in great fashion the B final of today's sprint competition. What a comeback from Oli Schwarz from Germany. Second on the starboard, Christian Taher, despite his fall, is reaching the shores in 3rd. Manuel Lauble went from 10th to 5th. Andrei Petrak arrives in 6th position. Samuel Pesca and Filippo Alberti are sprinting for 7th place. And Mika Meyerhofer reaching Panorama Beach in 8th place. What a B final it was, with a great move by Kalen Lockhart at the end of the first lap, just when Christian Taher couldn't go any faster. Well, Kalen Lockhart, the Belgo-Australian or the Australo-Belgian, won his race. Is in Europe this year. Kalen, he worked all winter in the chalets of Maribel. Took part in a couple of Euro Tour and Belgian competitions. He also won the ice race in Thun in Switzerland only 2 weeks ago. And today he wins the B final. But let's move on now to the big one and the last one of the day. The men's sprint final with some top names. A real international final, I swear, with Blue Ewer from the UK, Bruno Sulio from Hungary. We have, representing Bulgaria, Andrei Krejta. The underdog, but who's been proving so lethal until now, Filippo Mercuriali from Italy. Ludovic Tolad, always a great finisher from France. Donato France in yoga mode right now, closing his eyes, super focused, determined to make his big push in this big final. Then we've got Paolo Marconi from Italy, and probably the most surprising of them all, Mr. Norman Weber, former world champion in whitewater kayaking, who's just joined the party after setting up the timing system. What an incredible guy. And I'm just going to go quiet because the tension can be felt here. There's not a sound around me. Let's move to the drone shot, please, right away. Okay, there was a bit of a 4-star there. And off they go with a great start by Ludovic Tolad, Filippo Mercuriali, Andrei Krejta. We've got Norman Weber on the inside, still a fast starter. Blue Ewer, probably the best of them all right now on the NSP. Now it's Norman Weber and Blue Ewer. Germany versus England at the front of the race. We've got Ludovic Tolad in 3rd. We've got Filippo Mercuriali, the Italian, on the starboard in 4th. On the right-hand side, it's Paolo Marconi from Italy, but Blue Ewer is killing the field right now, reaching buoy number 1 in 1st position in front of Norman Weber. This is the first time Norman Weber is actually not reaching that buoy in 1st position. Look at what Ludovic Tolad is doing to that buoy with that radical turn. Ooh, but he gets stuck right after that. while Filippo Mercuriali, I think it is, on the left-hand side, going wide, unless it's Paolo Marconi. But at the front, Blue Ewer in the lead with a 5-meter lead over Norman Weber, the German. Here comes Ludovic Tolad at that second buoy. Paolo Marconi, the Italian. Filippo Mercuriali, who's lost some ground, now in 6th place, because we've got Donato France now making his move, the 17-year-old Dutchman at the front. Blue Ewer still in the lead on the NSP Ninja, 14 by 20 for the Englishman. Norman Weber on the Lightboard Corp. Ludovic Tolad on the SIC Atlantis. A fight for 4th place at the back, with Paolo Marconi still dominating over Donato France, Filippo Mercuriali. Where is Bruno Osulio? Bruno Osulio, who did manage to go from last to 4th in his semi-final, is actually last right now. He won the long distance yesterday, and he confided that sprinting was not really his thing. But at the front, Blue Ewer is not looking behind him. He's just in the front of one of the biggest sprint races of the year. Looking pretty confident, I have to say. He's passing right in front of me. Oh, Norman Weber takes a dive. Ludovic Tolad is actually going straight into him. Paolo Marconi is now taking 3rd place. Norman Weber is losing the plot a little bit. Filippo Mercuriali in 4th. Donato France in 5th. Andre Crater in 6th. And Bruno Osulio in 7th. Norman Weber is still in the water. He made a big mistake at re-entering the water and lost his balance. At the front, though, Blue Ewer from England. He was 3rd yesterday. He's on a great weekend, I'm telling you guys, with that 30-meter lead. If he doesn't make any mistake, the victory is his. Blue Ewer on the NSP. The ninja of the day is at the front on the NSP Ninja, precisely, with Ludovic Tolad now in 2nd position on the SIC Atlantis. In 3rd, Paolo Marconi. What a shame Norman Weber made that mistake, because he was in 2nd position. The German, what a champion. In 4th, now making a move on Paolo Marconi, is Filippo Mercuriali. Ludovic Tolad hasn't got that 2nd place secured, with Paolo Marconi and Filippo Mercuriali, 2 Italians on the Frenchman stage. Paolo Marconi goes down. Filippo Mercuriali going on the outside, now taking the 3rd spot. Paolo Marconi trying to remain in the competition. He does manage to do so, but is now in 5th place. Ludovic Tolad in 2nd, behind Blue Ewer, who's just made his last turn for the day. If Blue Ewer doesn't make any mistake in the last 60 meters, he will be crowned the sprint champion of the day in the men's division on that NSP Ninja. 14 by 20. Blue Ewer from England. 30 meters to go for the Englishman, for probably his major win in his young career. Blue Ewer, NSP, first in the sprint competition today at the Lake Rocks Festival 2023. And the battle is on between Donato France and Ludovic Tolad. Ludovic Tolad's got the advantage on the SIC. 3rd place for Donato France. What a great result. Filippo Mercuriali 4th. Andre Crater jumps too early. 5th. Paolo Marconi 6th. Norman Weber falls on the beach. 7th. Bruno Osulio finishes in 8th place. Woo! Wow. I think I'm not going to be talking for the next 48 hours, guys. After this was a very, very intense sprint race here at the SUP Alps Trophy, stop number 1, Lake Rocks Festival 2023. And for the very first time, an ICF SUP World Ranking event. Woo! I cannot imagine what Pattaya is going to look like in November. for the ICF SUP World Championships 2023. What a great win by Blue Yua. And I'm gonna actually reach those guys with my GoPro cam. And hopefully the sound will be okay. Check my sound. And let's go and find the big winner of the day. Blue Yua. Filippo Mercuriali. Ludovic Tolad. Second. Third, Donato France. And the two winners of the day. Blue Yua. What an amazing champion. Incredible win for you today. What a great weekend. Third yesterday, first today. How do you feel?
Yeah, good. I managed to get a good start today. I knew with such a tough fleet. I knew it was such a tough feat today. If I didn't get round the start, I didn't get a good start to the race, there'd be no coming back. And I just fought hard to the first buoy, and then luckily I could just hold it off. And Norman had a bit of a mistake on the start of the second lap. So I just, yeah.
What was the feeling in the last 100 meters when you do your last buoy turn and you know that the victory is yours? What do you think at that exact moment?
Yeah, I was going to the last buoy turn, I was like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. And as soon as I made it around, I was looked behind me and I was like, oh yes, finally. So it was a really good feeling. Good to get like my first international win. So yeah, really happy.
So a third yesterday, a first today. I really see something going on here, stepping up your game. And it's still early days in 2023. What's coming up for you next?
I'm off to Gran Canaria next for a technical race there. And then to some big races in Europe, so for Bordeaux and Chebois. So they're going to be tough. But I'm looking forward to it.
You're not an underdog anymore. I'm telling you, what I've seen was really impressive today. And I'm going to ask Cecilia Pampinella to join me. Cecilia, what an impressive win also for you today. You're actually the only athlete to win the two races today, this weekend. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm very, very happy and proud of me for these two victories. And it was very fun, this race, because there were a lot of buoy turns and it was a very technical race. I didn't expect to, maybe not to arrive first, but near with Anna. But when at the last buoy, I saw the distance between me and the others, and I was very proud of me. Yeah.
Congratulations. What have you got lined up this year as your main objectives for 2023?
Yeah, there are a lot of important races like the Euro Tour, and I will go to Charbot and Nordhausen, and also European Championship and ISA and ICF World Championship.
You want to do it all, basically?
Yeah. I will do everything.
Want to say a word to your brother, probably watching from home?
Yeah, my brother is not here, but I would like that he was here. No.
You wish he was here. Tommaso Pampinella, also a big Italian champ, probably watching you. Congratulations, what a great weekend. And see you at the next international competition, Cecilia.
Thank you so much. See you.
Ciao, ciao. What a great result for Cecilia. And Gerd, maybe we should go away from this sound. Oh, come over here. Gerd Weissner, the guy who does it all in this in this event. He's the big boss of the SUP Alps Trophy. He's the big boss of the Lightboard Corp brand, German brand, and he's also a SUP racer. We saw you out there. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I love SUP racing. That's when I start all my texts. When I talk to the people, I always text like, "Dear SUP racers, SUP race lovers."
How are you feeling as we've just finished our very last race of a 4-day stand-up paddle event, something that you've probably worked on for the past 6 months? What's the feeling?
Yeah, you know, it's like the big bang came late at the end. It's been the best comes at the end.
Okay, so a bit of emotion for you, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, a little bit disappointed with let's say what happened to Norman, because he was, let's say, in the leading, not commanding second position, which was really good for him, and made one mistake is enough, and you can lose the race. That's it. Yeah, but how he came back and did make his last buoy turn, throwing his board around Bruno. So you see, he's eager.
Absolutely, Gerd. Let's present properly what the SUP Alps Trophy. Obviously, for the past 4 days, I've been tagging and calling out SUP Alps Trophy non-stop. Tell us exactly what it is. I know what it is, but I have the feeling it's actually moving up to something much, much bigger now with this edition of the Lake Rocks Festival 2023.
SUP Alps Trophy developed now from an Austrian and German SUP race circuit into a, let's say, Central European. Maybe my gut feeling next year we might see some Japanese here. So it's really going off. Regularly we have like 6 events, and the best 3 results count for an overall ranking. That's how it started. But now I feel that each race is super important. Just show this picture how many paddlers are just going back for a tech race. It's been 136 paddlers in this tech race.
166. We had more than 230 yesterday. What a great result, just in terms of attendance. Usually in France right now, just last week, we went from 100 paddlers in a long distance, and then only 25 guys doing the technical race. Here we had 166, you said, sprint technical races, and in all age categories. I think that's a huge achievement, and you can be very proud of yourself. What's coming up next for the SUP Alps Trophy then?
Next tour stop is SUP a lot, it's called. Every event has its own name. This is the Lake Rocks, and the next one is SUP a lot. And it's in a lake in Bavaria. And also this event is developing quite nice. We had last year about 140 paddlers there. Okay, after this one, I expect more.
So do I. Let's just finish off with talking about the prize money. There was 10,000 euros of prize money in this event, but they split in a very particular way. 9,000 over the long distance and 1,000 only, I guess, on this technical race. But there's a point for that, right?
Yeah, the reason was SUP Alps Trophy has been about the long distance racing. And we also thought it's good to have, let's say, one big price check, the real big price check. So it's worth for people that have, let's say, a lot of effort and cost to come over here. So if they go for number 1 and they catch up this, it's worth. But you know what? It's not the end. I guess after what I've seen here in the tech race, we have to rethink a little bit for 2024.
We'll see about that. I guess I'm coming next year.
For sure.
All right. Thank you, Gerd. Thank you very much for having me. It's been a great event. Well done. 4 days of non-stop racing. It all started on Thursday with the SUP sprints in the town of Fila, only 17 minutes away from here. Yes, on Friday we had the big SUP competition. Yesterday we had the very much international long distance race. And today, as you have seen for the past 3 hours, I'm losing my voice. We had an amazing sprint competition won by Blue Yua and Cecilia Pampinella. I don't know if we're going to stay alive for not too long. No, I don't think so. So I'm just going to say goodbye. If you enjoy that stream, just share it. Share it away. Give a like also to the SUP Alps Trophy YouTube channel. And obviously, stay tuned on all Total SUP platforms, whether it's the website, Facebook, or Instagram, to know about the latest stand-up paddle news. Thanks for watching, and see you soon at the next event. Yoo-hoo!